back in 1984, and his team lost to South Korea in the final. See the numbers for Marquis. This time with Atlanta and with St. Louis in interleague play, a 5-2 record in 9 starts. Cabrera flied out to left. Ramirez has another hit. He's on base for the 2nd time tonight, and Manny Ramirez is now in 17 straight postseason games.
The thing about Ramirez, fouling back the first two-seam fastball coming in on his hands, and then the next one in there, he turned on it.
Here's David Ortiz. Flied out to left his first time up. Ortiz made jaws drop during batting practice about an hour before the game. I mean, he was pounding the ball.
Put on a show, didn't he?
Into right field. And even the Cardinal fans were applauding by the end of it. Pretty good set during that session of batting practice with Ortiz, Millar, and Ramirez. Fans ended up with some souvenirs. Here's a 1-0. Ripped into right. That ball is down toward the corner, and Walker will try to dig it out. Ramirez will end up at third. Swaim will hold him there. And it's 2nd and 3rd on a double by David Ortiz.
You can see Molina setting up inside, and we've talked about it throughout the postseason that Ortiz rarely misses that pitch down and in.
Dave Duncan, the Cardinal pitching coach, after this double with Ramirez fearing for his life, getting out of the way of that line drive.
So was Albert Pujols. You had 2 guys ducking at first base. That's how hard that ball was hit.
I think Pedro's having some fun tonight after retiring the last 14 hitters he faced last night in the 4-1 win in Game 3.
That's the longest streak of retired guys since Curt Schilling retired 16 in the 2001 World Series.
Jason Varitek is coming up.
Jason Varitek, shortstop.
He caught, he played third base, and he played some short. And he ended up making the final out of that Little League World Series. And the loss in the final to South Korea, and evidently his switch hitting days were ahead of him. What a chance for Varitek and the Red Sox. Ball 1 inside. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, already leading 1-0. Trying to sweep the Cardinals out of the World Series tonight.
I'm surprised that the Cardinals do not have anybody up in the bullpen right now.
Second and 3rd, 1 out. The 1-0. 2-0 with Miller on deck. I would agree with that. The long reliever, Danny Herron, who pitched well in Game 1, has had plenty of rest. Marquis is in trouble, and he's fallen behind Varitek 2-0. Breaking ball in for strike 1. And Varitek didn't like the call.
Molina sets up outside. Varitek thought it was low. Very close.
Ramirez the runner at third. Ortiz at second. A single and a double with this 3-4 combination. And Varitek with the RBI chance. 3-1.
I think of the 6 umpires out there tonight, Chuck Merriweather has the broadest and deepest strike zone. Because a lot of pitches that are low, in the lower part of the strike zone. A lot of them high. And he'll give pitchers that pitch off the corner away.
Varitek hits it to first. Throw to the plate. Molina with a tag. Ramirez is out.
Good play by Albert Pujols. The reason it was a good play is he was playing back and not pinched at first base. See, he's playing deep. How many first basemen would come home on a play like this, even though the ball was hit well? Fine play, long throw by Pujols to get Ramirez. Molina sticking that leg out there, forcing Ramirez to the outside, and applies the tag.
So the fielder's choice, 3-2 with a put out at the plate. And now it's first and third, 2 out. Bill Miller up. Ball 1. Miller grounded out to second his first time up. But 5 out of 11 in this World Series. Ortiz now the runner at third. Varitek at first. And Molina's going to go talk. You wonder if we will look back on that play at the plate and the aggressive throw by Albert Pujols instead of taking the easy out at first later on tonight.
Thing about Pujols playing that deep, he has an outfielder's arm. He played left field for the Cardinals before settling in at first base. Perfect throw to get Manny Ramirez. But again, not every first baseman would make that play.
A 1-0 to Miller. 2-0.
Thing is, on that play, as you're playing deeply, you're conceding the run. So it'd be all right if Albert went over and touched first base. But no, sir. He came home with it to nail Manny Ramirez.
Runners at the corners, 2 out. 3-0 on Bill Miller with Trot Nixon, who doubled his first time, waiting on deck.
Good play, Molina.
So Miller waits for a 3-0 pitch. That'll load the bases. Honda Pilot recognizes the work of St. Louis hitting coach Mitchell Page in 2004. Page piloted St. Louis hitters to a .278 regular season average. That was best in the National League. The Cardinals hit 214 home runs. So the walk to Miller brings Nixon up. Here's Mitchell Page. Bases loaded, 2 out. Nixon with a line drive double into right center field his first time. Ball 1 low.
This is an accident waiting to happen. You wonder how long Marquis can continue to dance through the raindrops.
Gave up a double and a walk last inning, got around it. He's given up a single, double, and a walk in this inning. And now he's 2-0 on Nixon. Still nobody up for St. Louis in their bullpen. Marquis has fallen behind 13 of the 16 hitters he's faced tonight. And the Cardinals have fallen behind Boston again tonight. The Red Sox with a chance for more. It's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Three walks, one strikeout tonight. One run allowed on 4 hits. Nixon rips on 3-0. Deep right center field. This ball's off the wall. 2 runs have scored. The play at the plate, they hold Miller. And it's 3-0 Boston. Swinging on 3-0, and Nixon delivers for the Red Sox.
Nixon missing a grand slam home run by about 8 feet. When major league hitters know what's coming, they hit balls hard, as Nixon proved again.
Red Sox fans celebrating in a bar in New York City, of all places, as the intentional pass will come to Bellhorn to load him up for Derek Lowe. You just have to love the way the Red Sox have played this series. Not only have they outpitched, out-hit, and run the bases better than the Cardinals in this World Series, but they've been aggressive from time to time. You think back yesterday, the chance with Cabrera up, everybody expecting a bunt after a leadoff double. They let Cabrera swing away, and he got a base hit to right. Here it's 3-0 with Bellhorn on deck. Nixon knew what was coming, and he did not miss it as the Red Sox turned Trot Nixon loose.
Terry Francona telling us before the game that he's still getting mail from the first 3 games of the Yankee series. Well, the mail over the last 8 days for the Red Sox turns out pretty well.
Now ball one to Derek Lowe. And this crowd has seen about enough. And amazing that nobody is up for St. Louis in their bullpen.
It really is. It's just mind-boggling that Tony La Russa doesn't have anybody up. And
Lowe, talk about aggressive, swinging to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, and Al Reyes will get loose.
yeah, that pitch was out of the strike zone too. That pitch was up and in to Derek Lowe.
Bases loaded, 2 out. 2 runs are home for Boston here in the 3rd inning. 1-2 on Lowe. Marquis trying to hang in. The Cardinals are trying to hang in. One ball, 2 strikes on Lowe. 2-2. And Marquis questions the home plate umpire, Chuck Merriweather, after not getting this call. Two balls, 2 strikes. The inning is over, but the Red Sox get 2. Knocked home by Trot Nixon.